Hey guys, it's Vass here from Aussie RC Playground and welcome to another episode of RC Pit Stop. In this episode I'm going to be showing you the next phase of the Gravedigger project that I've been working on. This is going to be a bit of a shelf queen for me, and I'm just upgrading the living daylights out of it just so I can have something on the shelf that I built myself, that I upgraded myself, and that has a little bit of hey, look at that, you've got one of those, that's great, maybe for some people. Anyway, my point is that I've got some new parts that have come in, and I thought I'll share them with you. So first off, I'm going to show you some shocks. I got these from Asia Tees. They're only worth a few dollars, but they're aluminium bodies, threaded bodies as well. They hopefully should fit on here okay, and might look pretty good. So that's them. The next thing I got was from A-Main Hobbies. These are the STRC shock towers. These are aluminium shock towers, and they're green as well, going with the Gravedigger theme. So I didn't like the original shock towers. They have a lot of flex in them, so these should hopefully improve the overall look and performance of the car as well. And then of course I got myself a little steering servo. Now this isn't a great big monster truck, and as I said, it's going to be a bit of a shelf queen, so I didn't want to go and spend big dollars on a steering servo. The whole idea for changing servos was simply because the original one that comes with the truck is blue, and there's really no blue on the truck, so I decided to get this, and there's a good chance I may even take out that sticker or black it out with the texture or something, just so that it's all black and we don't see anything else on the truck other than green and black. So this I think was pretty cheap. I don't know, about 15 bucks maybe, could have been less. Anyway, that's it there. There's a model number for you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now there is something also hiding beneath the body as we speak. There is another upgrade that I've done, which I just couldn't wait until, because I was actually going to do it at the very last. It was going to be the very last thing that I was going to do to the truck, but I couldn't wait. I've been holding off, and I decided that I was, pretty much as soon as I finished shooting the first episode of the RC Pit Stop with the Gravedigger, I just got to work on it straight away and decided, yep, I'm going to put this on and just get it done. So we're going to zoom out a little bit, and we're going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. And these are LEDs that I've installed here on the truck, so you can see them there. And I've also got, oops, knocked the camera a bit, and you can see that I've also got rear lights on there as well. Now there is one more that I haven't shown you just yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the lights off, and I'm going to show you what this guy looks like lit up. So 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Here's our Gravedigger all lit up. You can see that I got some underglow lights underneath there. I've got the 4 big headlights, which light it up pretty well, and you've got the rear tail lights as well. So you can see how bright these headlights actually are. I've got nice big bright headlights, and the underglow I think is a big bonus. I really like the way that looks. Certainly adds to the character of the Gravedigger. The only thing I hate is that they've pre-drilled for the antenna when the stupid thing is actually 2.4 gigahertz. I wish that the Traxxas hadn't done that. Now very quickly I'm going to show you as well something else that I wanted to do to the truck, and I'm just going to ask for your opinion. It's probably just something that I'm not 100% sure of just yet, so just bear with me and I'll turn the lights back on, and I'll talk about what I wanted to do. Okay, so what I was thinking about was putting a light bar on top of the truck, and I ended up buying this. I think I got this, it was either off eBay or Asia Tees, I'm not 100% sure, but you can see that I've got one of the lights fully assembled there. That's pretty much what it looks like, but I'm just not sold on the whole idea. The good thing about it was that I was going to be able to utilize the hole that's there and actually feed the power or the lights right through that hole. I've already tried it, it works perfectly fine, and the light bar was going to sit on top of the truck something along these lines. And I've got some screws to bolt it down, and it comes with some brackets and all this sort of thing. So I don't know, I mean, do you guys think that putting a light bar on top of the Gravedigger is a little bit of overkill? Do you think maybe this is better suited for, say, I don't know, the Telluride type of vehicle that I recently got? Or should I put it maybe on another rig that I've got? Or should I leave this for some other RC that I don't even have yet? There could be something that I could use in another car at some point. Obviously it's brand new, I've never even plugged the thing. Well, now actually I lied, I have plugged it in. I do have the means to plug this in, and these lights, they're pretty bright, they're not bad. And once they sit in there and they've got the little reflectors in them and everything, they actually look pretty good. But I don't know, just I wanted to find a way to sort of cover up that hole and have an excuse to put this on top here, but I'm just not 100% sold on it. I think maybe it should have been a thinner strip, or maybe I shouldn't put anything there at all and cover it up with a sticker or something, I don't know. But let me know what your opinion is on what I can do to fix that up and just do away with it. But I've still got the lights on. Now, looking inside, I want to show you guys underneath and how I've done everything. We're going to take the cover off, and I'm going to show you just how it all looks. I mean, obviously it's a bit of a web of wires and cables. Now, I've done this in a way that I can't actually pull the cover away from the chassis, from the actual truck. And that doesn't really bother me because, as I said, this is a shelf queen, so I basically just sit the body to the side while you change batteries. It's not a big deal. And then of course you can just pop it back on very easily. So you can see how I'm getting the underglow lights just there, how they're hooked up. And these lights are attached. I'll try and get a bit of a close-up look for you guys here, so just bear with me while I flip this around. There we go. Alright, so these are actually bolted on, they're screwed on. There's no hot glue required, or there was no hot glue required to do any of this. The lights are actually bolted on, and it's the same thing with the ones on the bumper. Give you a nice close-up look at them there, so you can see how they're actually mounted on. So they look very neat. A couple of zip ties, sort of keeping the cables nice and tidy. I did have to do my own soldering here because there's about there's two different light kits. One is your headlights and taillights, and then you've got your underglow lights as well. And you can see the cables are even a different color. So I've had to solder them on, and then with some heat shrink, I just put over the top, and keeps everything nice and tidy. And I'm sure that this isn't going to go anywhere. I did a similar thing here for the switch as well. So I actually trimmed the wires, did some soldering, put some heat shrink over the top, and then it all connects to the switch. And I flick the switch, lights go off, then the switch, light goes on. Of course, I'm going to have to disconnect all of this now to do the shock towers and the shocks. So that's the next phase. But I was really keen to try these lights out, and this is my very first LED install on any type of RC, so I was pretty excited about it, and I really wanted to get it out of the way and get it done quickly. So I'm going to show you the finished product with the new shock towers and the shocks. So I'm going to get to work and give you a very quick preview of what it looks like. Also, as we speak, I've actually got a motor and ESC already picked out. It's already on the way, and I've got a whole bunch of other parts that I bought from Main Hobbies as well. That should hopefully see the end of all the upgrades that I need to do on this truck, hopefully. If there's anything else that I need to get, it will only be very minor. But yeah, I'm just going to get to work now and show you what these shock towers and shocks look like on the truck. Alright, so I got all my shocks and shock towers already installed. You can see all the nice green bits in there, all looking very nice. Steering servos in there as well. I'll take the hood off and show you all the cabling. Kind of looks a little bit messy at the moment, but you know, that's pretty much how it's going to finish up. Motor and ESCs, you know, these are going to go soon. As soon as that other brushless system turns up, I'll be throwing that in here and just showing you the finished product. And you know, you can see the SDRC. There's really not much to say, other than, you know, I had to rip the entire front end off to get this thing to fit the front shock tower. The rear shock tower was a lot easier, but the front I had to rip the whole front end apart to get to it, especially with the you know, the steering servo and everything that I had to replace. Now the only thing that I'm not 100% happy with the shocks is that the rear shocks, I think because the motor's at the back, ESC, wheelie bar, transmission, I mean everything's at the back there, there's a little bit of extra weight, and the thing just doesn't want to come up once it squats. It really should be sitting back up like that, and it just doesn't want to come back up. So under power or landing off a jump, I could see this, you know, really bottoming out, and I'm not at all impressed with how these springs are working with those shocks. Now I did try and use the green springs, thinking that that would solve the problem, and it does. You know, the shocks do perform a lot better, but unfortunately these springs are just a slightly larger diameter. They don't sit, you know, they don't hug the shock as well as these do. They kind of move around a little bit, and that's not really a good thing. So I'm going to keep a lookout for some other springs. Hopefully I can find something that's, you know, a similar length to these, and offers me, you know, a much stiffer suspension and allows the truck, you know, pushes the truck back up. So hopefully that will finish it off. But as far as looks, I really like the silver springs on the green shocks. I think it really adds to the character of the truck. You know, it all works well with the little bits of chrome and stainless steel that I've got going on. So very happy with the overall result as far as looks. Just not impressed with the performance of those guys. But that's you know, that's pretty much it for now. I think this video's gone on long enough. So you know, make sure you guys crush the like button before you go. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.